So I am following your camera. Take it off.
All right, we got Protoss, our reigning champ, and purple Zerg spawning on the bottom side. His partner esiex, green Protoss, known for his mass Coloxum in the late game. Up at the top, Symbolix, an orange Terran player who's done pretty well in previous matches, and his partner Poonchow, the pink Protoss Poonchow.
that is just that is just too epic. And I'm sorry if we're offending any female StarCraft Reddit players, but I don't think that there are any of you out there. And if there are, you should message one of us and let us know so that we know, because we would like to know. And we should have you observe a game with us and talk about the game.
And we'd also like to chow your poon.
Oh wow! I'll leave that up to you, Dave, and I'll just stick with my chowing on my sweet cherry sours. Wow, that also sounds bad.
Never mind that. I'll get a mouthful of burrito right now.
Oh man. Oh, okay. So pool going down for our Protoss player, our Zerg player, and that's about it. Gateway going down for SCreddit and the simulator, and we're looking for a macro level game. I'd kind of like to see Poonchow and his teammate rush, but it doesn't really look like they're doing that. Just kind of playing a regular game, and they look like they're walling off. I don't know if that's a whole wall off that pylon. It might be impossible to block off except for with a zealot or something like that. 2 pylons and a single gateway there. So, or maybe he'll be blocking a little bit more in front of that. So, we'll see.
Rob.772 entered channel.
Hello, Rob.
What up?
What's up, dude?
Do you know Rob?
I don't know him at all.
I don't know him either.
But I'd like to.
What are you doing, Rob? In our chat channel.
It's Brock. I don't know, just hanging out.
Okay. Are you watching the stream?
No.
All right, you should check it out at SCReddit. I guess it's JustinTV/SCReddit, and we're casting a StarCraft 2 game.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right, so let's get back to the game. We have an extra guy in our chat channel. That's totally cool, though, I guess. And I guess we're seeing Roach Warren go down for our purple
772 move to Reddit.
Purple Protoss player. Rob.772 move to Reddit. I like the little person.
He was not down. We got some Hellions coming out, which is awesome. I love to see anytime a Terran player is making Hellions or any other unit that you don't normally see. Ravens, for instance. Reapers. I haven't seen a Reaper in a game in 100 years.
Yeah, at least 100 years. Yeah, it's always good to see something like that come out. It's fun to see how they use them. I mean, obviously the Hellions are used for burning crap, but it's always nice to see like how effectively they can get that around, micro them nicely. Actually, I remember I saw this 1v1 game where one of the players just went Hellion, Raven, Tank, and won, and it was pretty awesome. That was his unit composition, and he was playing against another Terran player, and the Terran player just did not know how to deal with the mass Hellions. It was like 40 Hellions out on the map at one point, and oh wow, a Dark Shrine going down. Just wanted to point that out, and also a Starport going down, so we might see some kind of cheesy play coming up here in just a little bit.
That is an interesting Terran unit composition, especially against Terran, because a lot of Terran players don't make a lot of air units, so I could see how that would work well.
Yeah, the Hellions have enough. They had enough range when they had the Blue Flame pre-igniter, and they could actually out-micro all of the Marines. So no matter how many Marines he could get, he had so many Hellions that were just making beautiful arcs that it just was working out perfectly. And the Marauders, I don't think they were like had concussive shells, so and he just never could get it off because he kept destroying all of his tech labs, and so it just was like a really unique and well executed build, and it was kind of cool to watch. But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen here, but it was definitely cool. But what we do see are a couple of Dark Templars going down and some Hellions being put into a dropship. And actually, one of the observers at the front of the base, this one from SCreddit, saw that. So they have some stalkers coming down over here, and there are observers out and about for SCreddit, and he's got a cannon that's going down. So he has sighted the DTs that are coming out, and he is prepared for them very well. And yeah, they're going to get taken out real fast, and he is expecting a drop. So he should know that some Hellions are coming over here, but we'll see if he goes over there.
Looks like he'll be able to take out at least a few with these Hellions if he drops them out and micros them really well.
Yeah, 1 kill already. Oh, and he picks it up, and I guess he's just going to run off at that. So that was, I guess, 1 easy kill.
Back to base, Joe.
Yeah, well done. All right, and we got a spine. Oh my gosh, I was gonna say a spine crawler. I mean a spire going down for our purple Zerg player named Protoss, and for our pink Poon. I want to go talk about him. Pink Poonchow. We don't see anything except for a robotics facility, so that's about it going on with him. Tanks coming out. I guess he's switched over from Hellions to tanks. Oh, and there's a changeling right there, just chilling at the front of that base, trying to get some information, but it's all blocked off, so he can't even get in with his changeling. He did not notice though, so that's pretty cool. And an expansion going down for all of our players, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So they're going to be playing a strong maker level game, and here comes another drop with the Hellions. He's going to try and pop off a few more kills with the Hellions. Oh, he's only going to drop off 2 of them. Oh no, and the other 2 are going to get hit by these stalkers, and oh man, they're might be able to get 1 kill. No, not even 1 kill before getting killed. So that was not so good, but that's okay. He tried. And just 1 second, please.
A Robo Bay going down for esiex. He does like the Coloxin. He likes to make a lot of them, and he needs to have the minerals for it. We don't see him capturing another expansion just yet. Yeah. Meanwhile, a bunch of damage being done over here. Oh, to a medevac. Never mind. Not that much damage.
Yeah, I was going to say nothing. I don't think he got any kills. Oh, dang it. Oh, I was going to see how many kills that had. The medevac has 4 HP left. Awesome. It's always fun to see. Thermal Lance going down for SCreddit. He definitely is going to be doing a strong Colossus build, so maybe we'll see more than 8 this time coming out. I like how spread out all these gates. Like, look at how weird the top base looks compared to the bottom base. Like the bottom base, all the buildings are really closely built together. They're playing kind of a macro game. I mean, Zerg doesn't really have a whole bunch of buildings except for the tech buildings, and those go behind the mineral lines. And for Protoss, I mean, he's building a lot closer together. He's more focused on the robotics facility. And if we look up here at the top, he's got like 5 warp gates, but they're all spread out. I mean, all the buildings have a little bit of distance in between them. It's kind of interesting to see how just the 2 teammates are the 2 teams are completely different, just even in their build style.
Yeah, interesting Sim City, I guess, as it's been called.
Yeah, if I was a sociologist, I'd probably look into that too much.
What does it mean about your personality? Let's hear about some of your recent dreams.
Yeah, I guess maybe psychology or something like that. Okay, so Twilight Council just got finished for SCreddit. I guess he's going to be throwing down a few more weapons grade level 2 upgrades. Turrets are going to be able to hold off these muta harass that's coming down from Protoss. These mutalisks haven't been very effective yet. There's not a whole bunch for them to do, but they are giving them a lot of map control. If one of the 2 top players had decided to expand, they would be under a little bit of trouble from these mutalisks. And there's a probe going out to try to expand, but some stalkers are coming along with, and the blink is almost done. So maybe they'll be able to catch some mutalisks off guard here. There's a whole bunch of mutalisks, though. It might be too many for these stalkers, And yeah, the Mutalisks are gonna go ahead and try to fight. The Poonchow's Stalkers are gonna have to blink away, and Mutalisks are gonna be able to stand to defend this pretty easily.
A bunch more mutas coming out too. Right now his muta count is at 25, and that's starting to get pretty scary. I don't know if he needs any upgrades for them. Oh yeah, he's got Zerg flyer attacks coming down.
Yeah, he doesn't have any upgrades completed yet, but man, at some point it becomes a critical mass of Mutalisks, and it doesn't really matter how many Stalkers you have. You could be in a lot of trouble if you try to engage these. So here comes a few Stalkers, and we're going to learn that lesson right now. I think that these Mutalisks, unless he's really careful, oh man, good micro, trying to just blink away just the damaged ones. But still, I think there might be just a few too many Mutalisks, but he's losing too much, so he decides to go ahead and back away. That was very good micro from Poonchow. I liked what I saw. He was just pulling back the ones that were getting hit, the ones that were getting damaged, and that was very good play.
Yeah, it's always nice when a nice feeling when you can take out Stalkers with mutas, because usually that's a terrible matchup for the mutas.
Oh yeah, definitely. What is that Caduceus reactor from Terran? I don't even know where. I don't play Terran enough, man. What that upgrade does.
That's a starport upgrade. I think it's for Ravens.
Oh, it's for medevacs. It increases the starting energy of medevacs by 25. There we go. Today I learned that the Caduceus reactor increases energy for medevacs.
And I don't think I've ever seen that researched ever in a game in my life.
I don't think I have either, but I like it. I don't know why you wouldn't want more energy on your medevacs, especially popping out right from the gate. If you're going to build a whole bunch of Marines and you're going to have to stem up a whole bunch, it's always a good thing to have more energy on those medevacs. So, yeah, that's always good. Poonchow is getting Psionic Storm technology, so we might see some really cool storms going down. One thing I would like to see from the players up on top is more expansions. I know they haven't had the map control that they really need for that, but they really haven't even tried. They haven't pushed out or anything. I think if they did that, they might be. I mean, like if you look over, SCreddit has already gotten a really strong base. Has got 4 cannons well placed on all they put out their army. So now he can expand to both of these places, and his money is showing. It's got 13. He's got 14k minerals, so he has way too many minerals. But he's gonna go ahead and expand and try to spend that as much as he can.
And frankly, if you're not getting expansions, you should be denying them. The other team doesn't have too many expansions, but they've got 1 gold that's just churning it out, and looks like esiex is going to grab these 2 middle expansions.
Yeah, and that's exactly what esiex and Protoss have been doing. They've been running around the map, preventing any expansions that could be going down with the Mutalisk map control, but at the same time, they've been taking their expansions and moving forward, inching forward, and just macroing it up. So we've got right now 9 Colossus out for esiex, and that is going to be just really scary when it comes to the Stalkers and the Marine tank force. And I don't know if that, I mean, if they catch this army off guard, it's going to be a lot of trouble.
Really would like to see some. Oh, there are some Vikings out actually. Not with the rest of the force though, and he's a little supply block. Symbolix, that is.
Yeah, I think that's because he's almost maxed, and I think he's at 199. Oh, never mind, Symbolix. I'm clicking on the wrong one. Yeah, he's sitting at 174, 174. Yeah, he's just a little bit supply blocked. This one Thor, it's kind of thrown in there. What do you think that's for?
I guess the mutas, if anything.
Yeah, I guess to make sure that they can't stack up. But man, all these Marines should be able to take care of Mutalisks pretty easily. But yeah, that is true. That the Mutalisks, if they are stacked up in such a large number, even Marines have a difficult time dealing with them. But those Thors, they force the Mutalisks to separate, or else they have to suffer the consequences. So that was a good idea, just to build a single Thor out there. I really like that. And actually, I also like that Poonchow is getting some High Templars for Storm, so that should be really good against the Mutalisks, and not so good against Colossus, but definitely good against the Zerg army. And here we go. Here's a big push, and all these Colossus coming up, and they're going to be attacking the siege tanks, and I guess he's feeling really confident about these Colossus, and Storm's going down on the Stalkers, and I don't know if this is going to be enough. He might be losing everything. This is probably a bad push. He attacked at these defended places. Storm's going down on the Colossus, not doing a whole lot of damage, but doing what they can. Zerglings and Roaches coming in. Storm's doing a ton of damage there. And tanks being taken out and Thor's being taken out, but Marines are going to be able to finish up these Colossus, and all these Roaches are going to be wiped out really quickly. And yeah, I think that was definitely a bad decision, a bad move for our bottom two players, and they're going to be a little bit behind. But whoa, if we check out...
that's a lot of Ultralists.
That's a lot of Ultralists. 9 Ultralists, 19 Mutalisks. So Ultralists are pretty good against Marines as long as they don't let them kite away too much. So we'll see what they do, and they're awesome against Archons and stuff like that. So that's a lot of Mutalisks too. We might be able to take out this Terran army. Maybe not, though. He's microing it pretty well, and a Storm going down to those Mutalisks, so Ultralisk pushing forward. These pretty awesome battles right now. Ultralisk destroying Zealots with their little scissors.
And they're going to take down this expansion pretty easily.
Yeah, actually there's some DTs in there doing a whole bunch of damage, and DTs have the most do the most damage per second. They do the most DPS, so DTs were a great choice against these Ultralisks, except they're getting taken out because they don't have nearly as much HP as Ultralisks. So yeah, Zealots, he's warping in units that do a whole bunch of DPS that are a little bit cheaper. So he's going to throw down a few extra cannons, and there goes the last Ultralisk. But actually there's 5 more Ultralisks, or 7 more Ultralisks out on the map. And I mean, SCreddit and Protoss have had way more time to get their money up, and they still are doing well in the money. Their income is a lot higher. I think SCreddit is at near 2,000, and Protoss is near 2,000, whereas Poonchow is at 1,500, and Symbolix is at a measly 400. So now that Symbolix's army is all gone, he's going to have a hard time keeping up with this unit production that's going to be coming out of the Zerg and Protoss players. So these Marines getting caught off guard by a shit ton of Zerglings, and yeah, they're going to be taken out really quickly. And another small force coming out from Poonchow, but I don't think it's going to be ready or available to push forward just yet. And a Storm going down on those Mutalisks, but not quite on it, but these they're going to be able to take care of it anyway.
I don't know if you saw, but at one point Protoss had 106 Zerglings in production, all coming out at the same time, so they're really just macroing really hard, and I think if they keep doing that, they'll win this game no problem.
We were talking about that.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but as you can see, whoa, there goes 106 Zerglings. Now they're all dead. He produced them all, and it just leaves a pile of blood on the ground. But all these Ultralisks going to be able to clean up these Stalkers really quick. And wow, there's a whole bunch of carriers. He just threw out a bunch of, he just had so much money, he could just throw down a whole bunch of Stalkers and do a tech switch into carriers, which are pretty good against Stalkers, and they're pretty good against small levels of Marines. So that's definitely going to be a great transitional choice for them. And I guess Symbolix is going to try and pass that by and take out some of the production buildings, getting taken out by some cannons here. But carrier is going to be one of these carriers is going to be taken out right from this right from the gate. All these gateways are full of carriers. Actually, some of them have. Oh, I guess no. Every single one of these have carriers in them. So he's going to try and take out as many as possible. At the same time, these carriers are moving forward, and Symbolix has left the game. No GG, but yeah, it was a GG. And Protoss is like, bad manners again. That's all right. It can be a little bit frustrating when your opponents just transition from Stalker Colossus to carriers.
And I'm so glad we finally got to see some carriers in the game. They are so beautiful. I wish that they were a unit that people actually made.
Yeah, I mean, SCreddit really likes to entertain, so this is a fantastic game, and thank you very much for building a ton of carriers. The only things we can, only other thing I would like to see was a mothership or a nuke. So that's okay. Carriers is 1 of 3, so that's awesome.
And a pretty good job of taking down a couple of these carriers, but just too few Stalkers, too few gates to put out enough Stalkers.
Yeah, and there's a Nidus worm also in the back of Symbolix's base. I heard it screaming, so I went ahead and checked it out, and it looks like there's about 1,000 Zerglings in this Nidus worm just going to spew it all out. And there goes the GG, and it certainly was at that. Alright, well, it's getting near to that time, and that was about a 30-minute game, 27 minutes, so we only have a few more minutes, but we're going to call it good game, and our current King of the Hill champions are SCreddit and Protoss. Congratulations, guys, and we hope to see you next week. And for any of you challengers out there, make sure to check us out again on Monday at the exact same time. We start at 8 p.m. EST or 7 p.m. Central. Good game, guys, and I'm Orange Dragon, your main caster, and with me today was
Dave too.
And he makes sure that the lists are all together, the games are all together, the players are all together, so without him, this would not be nearly as awesome. So thank you very much, and make sure to spay and neuter your cats, I guess. I don't know what else to say.
Drive safe. Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive. Stay in school. Drugs are cool. I mean, I don't know. All right. Well, thank you very much, and we're going offline.